We're back. We're trying this again, guys. Go ahead and share this out. We are having a quick conversation with Jamee Wellman from Greene County Health. Please join us. This is going to be an interesting episode. A quick 20 minutes or less, I promise. Let's get it started.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Is that?
I'm resurrecting blunt force logic because this is ridiculous. Glad to see a bunch of you guys back. Please hit the share button. Please hit the like button. Let everybody know that you are here. We are talking with Jamee Wellman. She is from the beautiful state of Ohio. She is a Greene County Health employee, previous employee who was eliminated from her job because of the mandates. About what she does, how it happened, how they came to her house. Again, this is not quote conspiracy theorists have been saying, this is coming to the United States, and this is a woman that the employment that she had showed up at her office. I'm sorry, showed up at her home and told her that she was no longer employed at this job, right? Day off, and this is just the world we live in. So let's go ahead and bring to the stage. We have it working now. Jamee, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good. First off, who's the kiddo? Who is? Do you know this child? Do we know who this is?
This is my lovely daughter, Kiara.
What's going on, Special K? All right, do me a huge favor, guys. Please hit the like and share button. We had a decent amount of viewers before. We want to do the same. Jamee, I'm going to go ahead and start from scratch over here. I'm going to play the video of you getting essentially served your papers. Before I do that, please tell us what your job is, your title, what your job was, what your title is, etc.
Yeah, so I work for WIC, which is Women, Infant, and Children, and I was a support specialist and a breastfeeding peer helper. So we provide food for moms and children up to the age of 5 and pregnant women, and we also provide breastfeeding support.
Gotcha. And actually, you know what? Before I show the video, explain the way things were at your employment when the mandate started. Like let's take us from a couple months ago to now so that we can kind of lead right into them showing up at your door on your day off.
Yeah. So I worked for the Greene County Public Health, and they actually vaccinate people and stuff, and I was actually part of that, worked on the admin part of it. They took me out of WIC and did that. And then about September, when they made the mandate come, they decided to change our policy in October and state that everyone should be fully jabbed by December 8th. Okay. And in that policy also stated that you can submit your exemptions as well. So within a week, I submitted my exemption. First, I sent an email like, do you guys have a form that we need to fill out, or do we just send in our own? And they say to just send in your own. So that's what I did. They met with me within a day of me turning it in. Pretty much told me I was, this was their exact words. They said, we reviewed everything and it was determined unjabbed people, I'm changing it a little bit, but
thank you.
And the workplace are a direct threat and cause harm to others and the workplace. So I also stated, well, you can carry it just as much as I can. It doesn't prevent you from getting this. Can
right.
we say violence?
Yeah, no, you can say about
it doesn't prevent it. So you can carry it, you can give it to people just like me. So we're both the same. I said, except that, you're being an experiment and taking it, and you don't know what's going to happen to you 5 years from now or whatever.
What did you file the exemption under?
It was my religious exemption.
Okay. So
So
you
yeah,
filed it, and you filed it all properly with the whatever the needed information was for religious
yeah.
exemption?
I actually used that when I worked at the hospital because I was a respiratory therapist student because I'm working on getting my boards and I don't get flu shots or any of that. So that was actually accepted at the hospital that I worked at.
So it's been that, but that was the previous job, not the current job, correct?
Correct.
Got it. Okay. So filed for religious exemption, denied, correct?
Yes.
And we'll get into it in a second because I kind of know how you had another 10-minute live afterwards where you talk about your house. So then leading up to this week where you were terminated and multiple people I think were threatened this last week. So exactly how did that happen? I know you don't want to use their names, which is fine, or they don't want you to use their names. So there was like 4 people that were kind of on the chopping block. How did that go?
So they sent us. So we were allowed to work 3 months after we were told we were direct threats. So then last week they had us wanting us to meet for being insubordinate and violating policy. So we were able to talk and meet with them and state why we didn't feel like we violated the policy or anything like that. And she said she had 5 days to decide what she was going to do. And so therefore I already knew, like, I've resubmitted my exemption a couple of times and you didn't take it. So I already know you're going to fire us because I went to the board meeting and she pretty much said it was her prerogative. Like she's going to do what she wants to do and she's not accepting them. So I went ahead and took my personal day and that's when they showed up on my door instead of waiting till Monday when I returned to work.
Did you have any expectation that they would actually come to your house? Honestly.
I did not. Like, I really never heard of an employer coming to your house, and I never felt like I was in the wrong. It kind of made me feel like a criminal, that all 3 of them showing up at my door, blocking my doorway, and I was really shocked. I just thought I would come in Monday. Didn't know if I was going to work the full day because I asked them, like, so are you going to walk us out Monday morning or are you going to let us work the full day? And they wouldn't answer that question. So I really thought they were going to allow us to get to work because they terminated the other girl that showed up to work on Friday. They terminated her that day. So I was just thinking Monday when I returned to work, that would be my last day.
This is you're a huge threat after 3 months. Like 3
Right.
months letting you work, like clearly, because that's the science that mattered to them. There was another one of your employees that I believe, your friends, coworkers that had been there for 30 years, and not to get too much into detail, this person took the shot
Yes.
because they wanted that they have like 3 months left before they get their severance, career, 401k or whatever it is.
Correct. And actually, he ended up getting the virus before he took the shot, and they still made him take the shot after getting the virus. So
and last question before I get to the video, have you had COVID to this point?
yes, I had it last year. Me and my kids actually had COVID last January.
Have you, was there even an ask or a question regarding if you could test for antibodies, or is that they just don't care? Because again, right now, the NCAA has just made it a rule that athletes can play unvied if they have actually had the vid, similar to natural immunity. So
Yeah, I actually asked that question when they denied my exemption. I said, I actually had COVID, so why can you guys take that? And they said, no, our hands are tied. Our hands are tied, and this is coming from way up top, so there's nothing we can do.
Which is possible. We don't know.
Right.
But at the same time, or it's one level of management above you.
I guess I need my hair done.
When you have your next job interview, she's got to get your hair ready to go.
Yes.
Yes. So, you don't know. It could be just the one level up that just has this weird paranoia about what's going on and is not paying attention to real data. They're paying attention to guidance, and they're paying attention to recommendations that are done by people that whatever.
And what boggled me was I did my research before I went and spoke at the board meeting. All the other health departments around us are either not doing the mandate or they're accepting exemptions. So
really? So your one is the only one in that area?
Yes.
Weird. Okay, let's go ahead and play this video real quick. This is right when they came to your house on your day off.
Yes.
Oh, audio. Sorry.
This is your last day of working.
Can I help you?
Sure. This is to notify you that this is your last day of working for Greene County Public Health due to insubordination and failure to follow the COVID-19 policy. We're asking that you go ahead and turn in your keys and your name badge, the Fairborn office key, and P22 and T695 file keys. And if you would, please sign the order of removal and sign the acknowledgement of the receipt of the order.
And these are copies for you, Jane. Copies for, I didn't violate anything. I turned in an exemption. So I didn't violate anything. I'm not signing anything. I can give you keys. So, and I don't appreciate you guys coming to my house either. That's kind of really odd.
Oh, we're just waiting.
You got keys for me?
I did not give you guys permission to come to my house on my day off to do this. Like, I don't know how this is even,
We checked it with
We
you.
can have that.
and I didn't even get notice that you guys were coming here. Like, this is very unannounced. I mean, I can turn everything on Monday.
No, I'd like to have your keys now, please.
Okay, well,
your ID back.
I can turn everything in on Monday
No,
because you have
can't.
come to my property on my day off and I never gave you guys that permission.
Jamie, I need your ID and your keys, please.
Okay, well then will you come back with the police or something? Because this is my house, my day off, and you guys are being very totally disrespecting, terminating me for not following what you guys coercing me, trying to wherever she is, wherever that coward is, firing me for not taking a shot.
Okay, we're not going to get into that.
I can get into wherever I want because this is my house. You guys have come to my home where my children are. So can you guys please leave my premises, please?
Jamie, I'd like
Please.
to have your keys, please, because that's health district property. And I'd
I
like to
understand
have
that,
your keys,
but I am off today and you have come to my house.
Jamie,
Please leave my property.
Jamie, please give me your keys.
Please leave my property.
Okay,
Can-
well, I can call PD and ask them for
That's
your
fine.
keys.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Did Bobby fix it?
Not Australia. Ohio.
No.
So question, and I watched the rest of the video. You had a long live after it, and the police did end up coming. The police were very respectful. You could tell it seemed like it. The woman was like, "I can't believe I'm having to do this." So
Exactly.
they made you. I think there's a lot of cops out there right now going, "What?" I wonder if there's a lot of cops out there right now going, "What is going to happen in the next couple months? Like, am I going to have to start going to people's houses and doing this? Like, this is ridiculous." So you had to give up your keys. Now you have stuff at work that you're not allowed to be at your place of employment, previous place of employment. So you had to like create an itemized list of what they had to get for you because they fired you at home instead of at work, correct?
Yeah. So I actually didn't even come with a list. They actually, yesterday, a UPS driver came and showed up to my house with a box, knocked on my door. I answered it, and he said, I said, I didn't order any paper because it's in a paper box. And he was like, no, this is from the Greene County Public. They wanted to make sure you got this, and they started to tell me your business, and I told him I don't need to know it. He's like, but they just wanted to make sure that you got this. So apparently I didn't open it, but apparently they boxed up my personal belongings and shipped it to me.
Well, it's probably good because you could be a threat because you are a super spreader. You are dangerous to everyone there. Unreal. So this is the other thing, and we're almost done here because I watched the other part of the video, and the thing that while you were in tears on this video, you were talking about the fact that this is a lot of people make the joke where they're like, oh, you eat McDonald's fries and you have all these chemicals in your house. You didn't care before. Why do you care now? You wash everything in your house with non-chemical products like Thieves. I know that because my mom has used that product forever. So you do everything in your life specifically to not have chemicals. You don't do flu shots. You didn't want to do this one. You have, and this again, it should be a choice of the American human. So do you live your life at a very non-chemically based? Well, here's my better question. Why did you not want to get the jab? Be as careful as you can with that statement.
Well, really, because my body is God's temple. So, and we are not to put stuff like that, man-made products in our body. And I really believe we can use herbs and oils and things that are from this earth. And if we just watch what we put in our body, like teach preventative, like eat some fruits, vegetables. Right now in Ohio, we don't get sun. So amp up on vitamin D, vitamin C, don't be eating junk food. I just feel like there's other ways than them trying to jam some poison down your throat.
Exactly. And it really does. It boils down to this mass misinformation and hysteria to do something. And they consider us misinformation when in all reality, we are just trying to let people see what's going on. And for those people that see something like this video and are okay with it, part of Be the Change and what we've always said is like, let's have a conversation. Let's bring people together. Let's try to talk. If anybody is okay with somebody going to somebody's home over a personal choice, then they have made a choice that they are on a side that we can't speak to right now. I'm sorry. We've tried, but this is where I think that there's people that will see your story and go, sugar, it's happening here. I'm saying sugar because there's a unicorn child and I'm trying not to swear. So there is, this is happening. This isn't a joke anymore. And there's people going, wow, I did not think that it would come to this. I may think that people should get V'd, but they shouldn't have police officers showing up at their household to get their personal belongings because they have not been V'd. This is an issue. This is a problem. Some people will say that. Some people will go, well, that's on her. It's very simple. She should have just complied to this. And I think that is where we are starting to fully divide ourselves as a nation to a point where I don't know what to tell those other people. That's all.
Right.
That's all I can say.
It's just kind of common sense to me because even when you go to a doctor, you still have that choice to decide if you want to take what they say. Like they could say you need a heart transplant and you can still decline that if you want because it's your body and you decide what you want to put in it and what you want to do.
Yeah. At the very beginning, posts were taken down with basic things to eat and supplement yourself to help. And that was considered misinformation. Yeah. Anyways, there's the reason our page is banned right now is something that CDC Director Walensky just said today about 0 direct Omicron deaths and the hospitalizations are down. All of it I said 3 weeks before this amazing doctor, whatever, or I don't even think she's a doctor. I have no idea. Last thing I want to ask you before we wrap up, and then I'm going to ask a favor to everyone watching. And you know what? I might just start asking this now. This platform, as I said, we are always censored. We are small. We have 100 people watching, but there should be more. We both talked. The person that I think would love to cover a story like this, as it should be covered, would be Tucker Carlson. So if everybody right now that's watching, all 105 of you, please put at Tucker Carlson, hashtag Tucker Carlson. Please do that. That is the perfect person that is actually willing to take on a story like this. And let's see if there can get any traction. So my final question for you is, obviously you have a daughter there. What is your situation? What is your plan? What are you looking to do at this point?
Well, right now, I just applied for like food stamps and unemployment. So I'm a single mom. So my plan is, I do need to pass my boards to become a respiratory therapist. So I'm studying for that as well. But right now, since I don't have income, I got to hope I get unemployment and just be on assistance until I find something else.
And you've been, part of your career when working there was you were helping women. So WIC stands for Women, Infant, Children. I always just called it WIC. I never knew what it stood for. And you've been helping out the people that now you're probably going to need similar assistance because of a mandate.
Yes.
It's crazy. Crowder would be a good one. Yeah. Do the tagging, do all of it. Tucker, Steven Crowder is good. I know Tucker likes to bring on stories of kind of unknown people of what's going on. That's why I said Tucker Carlson. What was the other one? I think somebody else said Tim Pool. Tim Pool, I don't think they bring on strangers. But yeah, keep throwing the Tucker Carlsons up. That's pretty much what I got for you guys. Jamie, I am so sorry. Thank you for messaging me. And let's stay in touch. If there's any, as people this is happening. It's not just you, unfortunately.
Right.
But if there's people that can help out Jamie in terms of knowing where to, I mean, if there's a certain job you're looking for in the area that, whatever it is, just let me know. Reach out if anybody's got any ideas near the Dayton area of Ohio for similar type jobs and people that understand that there is that this is a clown show right now. Please do, because it's not mandated in your state. Ohio does not have.
No.
So it was an employment decision to do
Right.
it. God bless it. Okay, Jamie, and what was your daughter's name again?
Kiara.
Kiara. Have a great evening, guys. Jamie, stay here. I'm just going to pull you in back, and we'll talk right after I end it. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you guys for watching this. Do me a huge favor, everyone. Keep hitting that at Tucker Carlson so we can get somebody that can actually see this story. I know it is one of many things going on right now, but it is a perfect visual of this. Of the micro. The macro is serious. What is going on in this country is very serious, but the micro is stories just like this that are adding up. They're anecdotal, but they are powerful and they are happening, just like the random young people that are not waking up, if you know what I mean. And not waking up like awakening or awake not woke. I'm talking like people that fall asleep and don't wake up again. That is happening regularly, and it is scary. I have to be careful how I say it. Not regularly. Enough to where it's alarming. So please, guys, share this video out here. Charlie Kirk wouldn't be a bad one either. I keep seeing different things in the comment box. Please share. Thank you guys for your support. I'm sure Jamie thanks us as well. And I'm going to talk to her in a second. God bless, guys. Be the change you wish in the world. Be awake, not woke. This shit is terrifying.